Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope that you are well and looking after yourselves. I wanted to talk today a little bit about mental health and supporting people within the community, allowing for nuance. I think that a lot of these topics have been kind of explored very recently with the hashtag occultea, and I spoke to some of these topics as well. I think it's so important that we're respectful within the community, and this isn't just for content creators, this is for the people who are commenting. And I've definitely experienced some unpleasantness in terms of comments and trolling. So I'm aware that there are a lot of people who create incredible content on these platforms that do receive a lot of hate and unnecessary trolling and negativity, and I just wanted to speak a little bit more to this because since uploading my response to the hashtag occultea, I did receive one comment that I found to be quite rude. So their comment was related to the fact that I had referenced some pyramid schemes that I have seen occurring within the spiritual communities online as well as in person. I mentioned that there are a number of people who are in the spiritual communities online who are well known, who sell courses for thousands of pounds and create webinars, and within one of those webinars that I took part in, they actively told people to take out loans and go into debt to take their courses, and their courses are thousands. Like I've said, I find it incredibly unethical. And then I mentioned that the astrology course that I took was close to 1,000, but it was worth it. And the comment was speaking to that, saying something along the lines of, any course that costs thousands is a pyramid scam, but your astrology course is worth £1,000 because you say so. At first I just thought that they were being rude, and then I realized that potentially they misunderstood and misinterpreted what I'd said and not then gone and checked, because if they had, or if they'd known me, they would know that I never offered an astrology course or any kind of course, and I don't currently offer any courses. I am still a student of astrology. So I purchased a course to take to educate myself to become an astrologer. I'm still not finished with that course. It's taking me years. It will take me years. If I ever become an astrologer, it'll probably be in 20 or 30 years time if I'm still alive. Touch wood, God willing. I'm not on here to make money. I'm making free content because I love it. This is what I love. I have a job to pay for my lifestyle, and my husband earns money, and we live like normal people. I am not on here trying to peddle courses. I may one day decide to channel some of my knowledge and experience into a course, but I would never feel comfortable charging people thousands for something that they could find in books or over years worth of experience. Because one thing that I speak to as well in that hashtag occultea is that, first of all, I am always a student, a forever student. I'm always learning. And I may have a number of years of experience dating back to when I was a young adolescent and then a teenager practicing. And I'm soon to be 38 now. So I have a number of years experience, but that doesn't mean that everything I've done is right. And it doesn't mean that I am a fountain of knowledge of everything. I'm not. I'm learning about a lot of things, and I have some knowledge and experience in some things. I'm not an expert, and I don't claim to be, and I always state that I'm forever a student, I'm forever learning. I think Trish said in a comment, which absolutely, I just loved it, I'm an expert of nothing but eating cheese, and I was just like, I love that, because I might be an expert in eating chocolate. So there we go. But yeah, I just think it's icky charging thousands of pounds and encouraging people to go into debt. And the rhetoric seems to be from these creators, what they seem to say to their audience is this idea that your experience is worth so much money, so you can take my course for thousands of pounds, and then you can go ahead and distill whatever knowledge you have into a course that you then go ahead and charge thousands of pounds for. Because I guess there are people out there who do pay for those courses, and it is worth it to some people. And you know what? Some courses are so good, and I am not disputing that. I'm also not disputing that the people who are doing these kind of pyramid scheme type courses, they might have fantastic knowledge in their courses and their practices might be legitimate too. I'm not disputing that, but what I'm saying is it doesn't feel ethical to me to do that. And I just didn't realise initially that this comment probably had misinterpreted what I'd said and thought that I was saying that I charge £1,000 for an astrology course that I sell, but everyone else's courses are not right. And I just thought, that's so ridiculous. Why would I sit there and do that? And I'm literally offering my content for free. And if someone knew me or did any research about me, they'd know that I have no courses whatsoever. I have a Patreon that has one tier that I have just a few beautiful supporters on, and I offer them some occasional extras with that. I will be offering some readings shortly and some consultations and probably some distance healing. But for now, that's it. I'm not offering courses, and I don't consider myself to be an expert, and I would never sit here and say that anyone else's course is a scam. I talked about those courses as pyramid schemes because that's what I believe they are. That's what they're modelled after. The idea that someone invests thousands of pounds into someone else, they take on the wisdom of that someone else, and then they go and do it again. And it's a pyramid scheme. That's what it is. It's not to say that the wisdom within it is a scam. It's whoever is buying it, they need to be responsible for whatever they are spending it on it, and there are plenty of people out there who can afford those, and it's probably worth it to them. Because the other thing that I mentioned in that video is that actually some people really love learning via courses, and actually I can see the beauty in that. I've definitely learned from video content as well as written content, and that's why I took my course, because I wanted to have a comprehensive guide from one practitioner into the field of Hellenistic astrology. And I have beautiful books on it, but I wanted to learn from an expert, and I love the work of the astrologer whose course I chose to purchase with my own money. One of the reasons I was able to do that is because it was a pay over time type of course, which I think is so valuable. And I loved the course, and I'm still not finished with it, as I've said, but it was so worth it for me. But I can understand other people may not be able to do that. They might not want to do that. For me, I found that it was worth it, but I suddenly felt that it was important for me to make that clear in a pinned comment on that other video for anyone who doesn't know me, that I'm not going to sit there and say that other people shouldn't charge thousands for a course, but allow them to think that I am doing that, because I'm not. I'm not charging thousands for a course, and I wouldn't, and I don't have a course. Anyway, and then I thought, well, I'm going to speak to this as well, because I've heard other creators, wonderful creators, who have reflected some awful trolling things that they've experienced, and I am just not happy about this. We have some beautiful creators who are sharing their joys, their loves, their passions, their hobbies on here for free, and some people are just so hateful. And I just think, you know, at the end of the day, there are going to be trolls everywhere. There are. But like I said again, we really need to just do our shadow work, turn the mirror, and look at ourselves and what we're doing, because we need to be in a place where we can disagree with each other. We do. And I think it's perfectly reasonable for us to have these important conversations and potentially sometimes disagree with each other. But community isn't disagreeing once about something fairly innocuous and then trying to destroy someone or villainize someone because they have a different opinion to you, or because, you know, they happen to experience something, a certain emotion or a certain feeling around something that you don't. Obviously, using the word you, I don't mean you. I would like to say that I am so grateful that the majority of people who watch my channel are such beautiful souls, and I'll also say so many people in this community who I watch are just wonderful. So many beautiful creators, and I am so grateful for you. I love you all. I really, really do. And I just want to do more of the commenting on those channels, uplifting of those voices, and just sharing of that, because it's beautiful. The people who are actually playing nicely in the sandpit, as it were, are just so beautiful, and I'm leaning into those folks. I cannot get enough of you. I love you. Still, I am only one person. I can't comment on everyone's channel all the time on every video, but if we've engaged at any point and you're a small creator, it's most likely I've watched your channel for quite a while, and I watch a lot of your videos, and I really appreciate you. I want you to know that. I really appreciate you. And those who watch me, those who watch those other peers of mine, those other friends of mine, acquaintances of mine in this community, I'm so grateful for you too. The support is so valuable and so cherished. You have no idea. And if we can come together as a community who supports each other, that is what I want more of. That is what I want to lean into and support and just nourish with my entire being, because that's how we make it better. That's how we make it better. So I also, again, just want to thank those creators that created the hashtag occultea, because I think that it has enabled us to speak about some of these things, and it's brought a feeling of safety around speaking about those things as well, which is really, really nice. Let's continue to do that stuff. And like I said as well, I don't think I'm perfect. I've never been perfect. I never will be perfect, and I don't want to be. Experiencing some of the chronic pain issues I've been experiencing has, again, brought me to these lessons that I've been learning for a long time in my life around trying to release that perfectionist mindset, because it destroys everything that is lovely about life in my experience. And you know, that whole comparison thing, being the thief of joy, it's so true. And when we can just actually, you know, support one another, I genuinely feel uplifted and inspired by people who create beautiful content, whether it's beautiful cinematic content or beautiful art content, beautiful reflections on tarot, how they read, how people work, the things that they're practicing, their lifestyle, the things they love in their life. I love to see that, and it uplifts me, and it makes life feel joyful to have those connections, and to, as I said in the other video, shoot the breeze with creators, and to feel that energetic flow, that stream that we're experiencing at one time. You know, to be in a connection with those people is beautiful. But if someone rocks up with trolling comments or purposefully taking words out of context, trying to paint creators in the light of being some kind of like villain who's out to steal everyone's money on YouTube, it's not the case. Most creators don't earn lots of money. And also, it's been spoken to before, so you may have already heard this, but just in case you're not aware, within our community, it's very, very difficult to make any money on YouTube. Even with sponsorships, there is usually a kind of idea where you get something sent to you as a gift, and that is the energetic exchange. You don't usually get offered money for those things. Some creators are offered some financial support with those sponsorships, but it is not a lot at all. And also, when it comes to the ad revenue, it's really not a lot at all. This has been said as well. It bears repeating because there is a lot of confusion around this. If there is a YouTuber in the fashion industry or the beauty industry, and they talk about upper high street clothes and luxurious brands and things like that, they are going to be earning so much more than someone with the exact same number of subscribers who has advertisers on their channel within the witchcraft or spiritual community, because of the money that those advertisers have to spend on advertisements. And the adverts that are shown on our videos are not worth the same in terms of monetary value and in terms of what is financially possible for those adverts to be running. It's not the same. And so assuming that all of these creators are millionaires or raking it in is such a misconception. I just want to get back to that part where we see each other as humans again, and also to really respect the time and energy of our creators. There are so many beautiful creators, and I don't have to know them all personally. I don't have to agree with them all. I don't have to be best friends with them all to know they're doing something really beautiful. They're putting something out there that is really wonderful, and I'm really grateful for them. So many creators like that. More often than not, they are like that. And I just want to add that as well, because I think that when we're talking about some of the things within the hashtag occultea, it can be kind of eclipsed sometimes, maybe, that there is so much positive within social media as well. Like, I'm so grateful to be in this community. I'm so grateful for those creators who are out there creating things that they love, walking their walk, talking the talk, and doing the thing. They're doing it, and I'm really, really, really happy to see that and to be part of it. And I send blessings and well wishes to all of those people. I genuinely do. And that's, again, I spoke to that about having good intentions for people. Like, I really, really do. I hope it's been some food for thought. I hope that it clarifies a few things if maybe you're new to the channel and you weren't sure about some of the things that I said in that hashtag occultea, you know. Yeah, just please continue to be kind and respectful within the comments. Please support one another. Please be kind to other people. You never know. And again, like I said in that hashtag occultea, like, respect, mutual respect, and just, you know, having good intentions for people, really, and being kind. Let's just understand as well about each other that we are complex, nuanced beings. We can have a number of different feelings and emotions and beliefs all at once, and we can be contrary and strange and beautiful and wonderful and weird all in one go. But we don't always have to agree with each other. We don't always even have to see eye to eye, but respect, kindness, and we don't always have to agree with each other, but I really hope that there will be understanding in this when it's received, you know. I'm available on Instagram if you want to come along and follow me. On Patreon as well, where I offer some extras if you'd like to support. I also have some other ways to support down below. There's the super thanks and there's buy me a coffee page and a direct PayPal link. And I'm also eternally grateful for the people who like and comment and share and watch and subscribe and leave emojis. So in closing, thank you again so much for joining me. I hope that you stay well and safe, and I look forward to seeing you again in another video really soon. Take care, many blessings. Mwah. Bye.